Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We are here today with a Friday fake bake. So last week, you guys got to see all of the super fun things that I purchased from Frankie's Fake Bake, her Tea Party series. And the stuff was absolutely just adorable and amazing. And I hope one day that I'll be on that level for fake bakes. But I'm just starting off. I kind of started playing with it before we moved to Ecuador. And then obviously in Ecuador, we didn't have the same materials. And so I didn't do anything there, but now we're back to it. So today we are going to make the pink heart snack cakes. Now, I didn't get any this year. These are my favorites. They're basically zebra cakes, but for Valentine's Day, they're the hearts, the Little Debbie's. Christmas, obviously it's a Christmas tree. Easter, I think it's an egg, maybe, or a bunny or something. I can't remember what the Easter ones are. I don't like regular zebra cakes. I only like them when they're the holiday version. So this year I didn't get any. My mom says she couldn't find them at the stores at all. But I don't know. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and play with this. Now, by no means am I an expert. I don't know the way I do it is quote unquote the right way. This is just how I do it. I'm sure there's a million YouTube videos that you can follow. This is just how I did it. And I just made sure it was, you know, nice. Okay, so this is Annie's Treasures, her air dry clay. This is kind of like the stuff Crayola came out with it first. It's their modeling clay. It's very, very similar, except this is a little bit, it's a different texture. I don't know the word I'm looking for. It's just a different texture. So I like Annie's Treasures. I know there's a ton of the clay. I know you can get it on Amazon. I just prefer to purchase it with a small business than Amazon. But yeah, so the mold came from 2M Handmade, I think it's called. I will post it in the description box. No, 2M Handcrafts. I'll link them and Annie's in the description box. All right, so I'm just playing with it. You don't have to. I just was doing that while I was talking. I rolled mine into a ball and I'm smoothing out these crease lines because I have noticed when I did a cookie, those crease lines will show up and I didn't want that. So actually this one probably didn't matter because, you know, those are your frosting lines. So I'm just going to smooth it out and then I'm just going to push it all in there. Making sure you get every, sorry if my camera is shaking, but it is what it is. Okay, making sure you're filling that mold. Now, I did try it a couple of different ways. I didn't want to use so much of the foam, and so I tried to do like less foam, and then it didn't look right. So you have to fill it up with foam. I have seen people on what do you call that, YouTube. What they will do is put the color that they want shown, they'll put it down and then fill the inside with cheap white clay or foam, I should say. So that way you're not using all of your supplies. This is just the sample size. You get a lot in here. Like I said, I've already done this and I've done another one. And I still have all of this left. And this is just the sample size. I think it's like $4 or $5 or something like that. I might be wrong. Actually, I can look it up right here on my phone. Let's see. It was, yeah, $3.99 for the sample size. Sample size is pretty big. It's, let me see. Sample bag, clay. 100 grams of clay in each bag. And it, I mean, it was, let me show you one that hasn't been used. I mean, it's pretty, that's a lot. So anyway, so for this mold, because they actually used one of the cakes, and so you are going to get the cake imperfections, which I absolutely love. But I didn't notice that the first time I did the first one, and it looked kind of weird. So what I found out is that if you let it dry for a little while, that's going to be your best bet. This one, obviously, I have not let dry, but I'm going to pop it out for you. And I can always just put it right back in. It's just kind of, it's easier to pop them out when, see what I did there? That's why you want to let it dry. But I wanted to show you, it's easier to pop it out when it's dried a little bit. Even after about an hour, it's still pliable, so if it's messed up, you can still do this and redo it. Once it's overnight, that's it. I mean, it's air dried, right? You can't smash it, or I'm squeezing hard, you can't. But after an hour or so, you can still fix it. So that's what I like to do. I like to wait an hour. I know that's my hardest part, right? I don't like to wait the 1 minute for my glue to dry. But these I have learned, let it dry for a little bit, and it's easier to take out of the mold, and it's going to be perfect. This one, I left it in the mold, like probably, I left it exactly an hour, and I popped it out and it was fine, and then I let it dry overnight. Because I did buy the faux frosting, which I saw a recipe on YouTube where you just make it with like Elmer's glue, food coloring, with Mod Podge, and I can't remember what else, but I paid for convenience and, you know, purchased it pre-made. But we're not doing that today, because I want to have a lot of these, because it said once you open that faux frosting that you need to use it all fairly quickly. So I got a couple different colors. Let me see, what else did I get? Got a couple different colors. So I'm gonna wait until we have enough, I think that's all I got, till we have enough fake bake so I can use a lot of this at the same time. I'm sure I can store it, but I just read the instructions and that's what it said. Alright, so that is it. Fake bakes are super easy. If you have multiple, obviously do multiple at a time. This is a great little side business. People love these for their tier trays. That's what I want them for, my tier trays. You can do them any colors you want, obviously. But yeah, so that is what we're going to do for Fridays in March. I don't know what next week's will be, because I'll probably record these on Friday or Thursday nights. Like today is Thursday night. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna stop fussing. So yeah, so I'll let it dry for an hour and then we'll pull it out. Okay, it's been about an hour, maybe a little bit less than an hour. Yes, I got impatient. So we're just gonna gently remove the mold. There's got to be an easier way to do this. I don't know. Like I said, I am not a professional at this at all. I make this up as I go along. And I should have waited. That's okay. The top looks really good. But like I was saying, it's been an hour. I can still do this. So it's a little bit thicker because it is almost dry. It's drying. Kind of regretting that I did that. It's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and let mine dry all the way in this mold, because I don't need it right now. So if you want to make a bunch of these, I would suggest you buy a bunch of these molds, or figure out a nicer way on how to get it out without damaging. Because I see some people on YouTube, they just pop it right out the mold. This mold is a little bit thicker than the other ones I've worked with. So next week, I think, I'll pull out one of the other molds from a different company and see if I like that better. This one was specifically for like candle melts, it said, but it said it would work with the clay, the air dry foam, excuse me, candle wax and clay. So I think that's why it's a little bit thicker than the other ones, but I think we'll leave this in there this time for like 2 hours or so. Let it dry and we'll pull it out. But I'm not going to do that on the camera because you guys get the gist. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that you can, still pull it out after an hour. Let it dry. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.